Hey everyone, this is LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Okamiden. Last episode we saved a bunch of stagehands, but there's still one left. We sort of got the little connecting area. We're back in the main area, hence why I chose to start the video at this point. Let's see, we do have 3. So we're going to go down here. Luckily the conveyor belt is going, so now we can jump across the gap like a boss. And now we'll never have to do it again because now we have a bridge, and bridges are a little better than risking your life jumping gaps in this crazy freaking theater, which is just ridiculous still, but that's okay, we're gonna keep going. And in this room, you might see what's going to be the focus of this episode. Well, no, you didn't actually get to see it. Well, let's just say on the other end of that pit, there's something interesting. And I think you guys can probably guess what that interesting thing is, but first we need to get over there, and as you can see, is more of this memorization, and then using the whole switches thing. You know, we saw a bunch of that last episode. We're gonna see even more of it for the first half of this episode. The second half, luckily, will not be so, much of this. It'll be sort of a different sort of thing, because we'll move on to the second part of this. We're pretty much going to wrap up the entire dungeon, save for the boss. The boss itself for this area is very, very long. It's going to take up an episode all on its own, so we'll be dealing with that when we get around to it. For now, we're just going to do a vine across here, get across the gap, and move on with our merry lives. As you can see, there's sort of a bit of an interesting section here. We don't really have the conveyor belt, but we can just sort of put, actually, I can just leave, her on here and then walk across this way. That makes a lot more sense. So we're going to do just that. And then this thing will break. I'm not sure what exactly that thing on the left is meant, or on the right is meant to do, but and it really didn't accomplish anything. So we can just walk back across, grab this, and then walk over here, and all is fine and dandy. Those freaking fire-breathing masks, because for some reason we need those. Speaking of masks, got a funny mask. It's just one of those little light treasures that no one really cares about, especially not us. So a bit of a complicated pattern. For the most part, though, it's pretty easy. You just need to connect the lines here. I mean, you can see where the conveyor belts are, and that really does help you illuminate where the path is. And I see you, Edward Scissorhands. We won't be having any sort of clock tower shenanigans in here. No siree. You go ahead and die. I said die. There we go. Now he's dead. Broke your scissors. What did your mother say about running with scissors, young demon? You can poke someone's eye out, or I can just cut you to pieces. Works for me, too. Anyway, you can sort of see the other guy over there, so we're going to soon be having ourselves a nice little brawl, because that's what we do here in Okamiden. We fight demons, not munchkins or Teletubbies, but demons. I couldn't really think of the first one for a while. It's like something in Teletubbies. What goes well of Teletubbies? And apparently munchkins came to mind, so why not? Why not? Oh, Teletubbies, you so silly. Anyways, as you can see, we have ourselves one of those ice lips and a fire eye. Just the most beautiful combination in the world. Can't really do anything about the ice lips once again, so we're just going to go ahead and use this whole thing and take this guy down, because that's what we do. We just take people down like so. And, yeah, just give some more water. And there we go. Are you almost dead? Not really. No! You stay back! I'm just trying to kill your buddy here. You don't want to mess with me. I'm just trying to kill your friend. He's not even your friend. You guys should be mortal enemies. You're fire and ice, or water and fire, or whatever the hell. Freaking water spout's so confusing when half of it is made out of ice. But just barely can catch this guy. Get the demon fangs this time. We did miss out on last time. That's good. That's good. That's gonna take care of. We're about probably like halfway to the next thing. If we don't even have it already, like I said, we only need 10 demon bones. So really, at this point, you know, not really a big concern. I'm more worried about the demon skin. So if we ever fight these guys again, the ice lips do drop demon skins. We're gonna find the means to deal with them soon enough. So we'll be focusing our efforts on demon skins. These guys are a decent way to get demon skins, although they are a little tough to take down still. I'm just gonna go ahead and slash him. Why not? Scatter your guts all over the place. Oh, apparently if you slash them open, you get a water crystal. I didn't actually know that. You learn new things every time. You learn new things. Didn't know about the bloom. Didn't know if you slash these guys open, they drop little crystals. That's pretty cool. So, if you accidentally kill that guy first, slash him, you'll have a crystal for the fire eye. Although, that being said, you can't sort of do both. You can't, kill him, get his, like, demon stuff, then slash him open and get a water crystal, kill the other one and get their demon stuff. You can't get both, because if you do the whole demon thing, you can't, if you kill them to get the demon stuff, you won't be able to slash them open afterwards. So it's really still one or the other, so it makes more sense to sort of kill the one that you're trying to get the demon stuff for first. So you can just use the guy to kill it instead of a crystal. Because the crystals do go away after a set amount of time. So once the crystals appear, you have to hurry and, you know, kill these guys, or you're gonna fail. Speaking of killing these guys, here we go. Finally, the weakness of the ice lips. One whole dungeon later, it's time to learn some freaking fire. All right, fire. That's right, it's the Phoenix guy from, whatchamacallit, Okami. He's back. He used to be in the Moon Cave, and now he took an arrow to the knee. No, he now is in a theater, so apparently the statue got moved all the way. I don't even know. How did they get it out of the Moon Cave? Why would they even go there? I don't know, but obviously, I mean, there's no Moon Cave, so they had to put it somewhere, because fire is sort of important and sort of a key to doing this, and I think I hit my mic, and if I heard that tapping, I'm sorry. But if you didn't, then I look like an idiot right now, and that's okay. Why am I so hyper today? What the heck? Anyway, so we're going to learn ourselves some fire, and that's always good. And now that I said this, I guess I can mention this. If you wanted to, you could leave the Playhouse right now, head over to Yakushi Village. And I mentioned last time that there's a reason why I didn't buy the cherry bombs, and that's because there'd be a new thing soon enough to buy for 30,000 that we would rather get, and that would be the skill that enhances this one right here. So you could technically go get it right now. I see no reason to. It's really not that useful right now. Although, that being said, those extra skills, this is the way to basically get Demon Fangs from both things, because you're going to get elemental attacks that you can use without having a source of the attack. And that's what so basically, you have the bomb skills, and then the other 4 are going to be enhancements on our elemental attacks in order to be able to use them outside of having the source available. So, for example, for fire, we'll have a fire attack that we can do without doing... I mean, it's really costly on your ink, so use it sparingly. And I'll definitely go more into it once I actually get the skill. Then again, those of you who are familiar with Okami, you should really already know this, because these skills were in Okami anyway. At least I think most of them were. This one certainly was. I vividly remember this skill in Okami. I even remember how you get it in Okami, which is not something I can say about the rest of the skills in that game. No siree, I don't remember anything about that game, really. But, as you can see, I've played Okami. I'm a little more familiar with Okamiden than I am with Okami. I never even got, like, close to 100% of Okami. All those freaking stray beads, no thanks. And freaking... Here's the only problem, though, with Inferno. Or, it's called Inferno, or is it called Fireburst? I forget. Whatever it's called, I think it's Inferno. I think it's Inferno, and then the auxiliary skill's called Fireburst, or something like that. I might have it mixed up. If I do... Okay, no. Yeah, Inferno. There we go. So, yeah, there we go. So, the only problem with that is, you know, just like the water thing, sometimes the game's a little finicky with drawing a source of, like, fire. Like, I definitely put my stylus on that fire there, and it definitely was like, no, that's not fire, that's a nothing. And I'm like, no, that's definitely fire, do the Fireburst thing. So sometimes it's a little finicky like that. Generally not too big of a deal. It generally doesn't affect you that much, but sometimes it can be a pain in the ass, so just be wary that that's sort of what happens. But now that we have this, we have all 4 stagehands, we have the fire technique, we can move on to the second half of this dungeon. All we have to do is go back to the stagehands and let the cutscene take place, because we are nowhere near done with this dungeon. It's a pretty long dungeon. It is pretty long. Then again, the 5-star Pagoda is probably just as long, so I guess it's more like standard dungeon length, I guess, you know, 3 videos for a dungeon. I mean, that seems like it makes sense. It seems to be about the standard, like, the thing I've noticed about my LPs, the sections in games, they tend to be about the same length, like, Areas and Partners in Time, 3 videos each, like, almost completely always 3 videos each. It was scary how, like, you know, exact timing was for each section. The dungeons here seem about 3 videos each. Areas and Bowser's Inside Story seem to take about 3 videos. I mean, it just seems like a very standard length. You know, you have a dungeon or some sort of area, you make it about, say, like, you know, 45 minutes to an hour, which, based on, you know, how long I record my videos, it's about, you know, like I said, about that long. Although, given all the cutscenes, that does also increase it. So I guess games like Partners in Time and Bowser's Inside Story have a little bit more gameplay. That, and also in those games, the RPGs, I did cut out a lot of battles, so I guess give or take, but I kind of find it interesting that these things sort of end up being like 3 episodes per each section, and it just sort of, I don't know, just little things like that, little statistics, and I'm like, this is kind of cool, because I'm a bit of a nerd, so whatever, numbers, blah, economics major, blah. Anyway, these guys are going to rotate the stage. I'm going to keep saying because it's cool for some reason, just like bow ties, Doctor Who reference. And then I do it again. But here we go, the stage is rotated, but this won't be enough because, like I said, there's still half a dungeon to go. So we're gonna soon learn that there's other stuff we need to take care of before we can get the head honchos to appear and kick their freaking theatrical asses. Kagura's ready to go, though. She's punching the air, because punching the air makes you look intimidating. Clearly. But no one's here, so clearly something went wrong. I'm saying clearly all the time now. And this guy comes out, of course, because the stagehands, they know everything. They know these demons' mentalities. They're like, I studied demons in college. I know what I'm talking about. They clearly need an audience for you to come out. Why, just show up and kill us, stupid demons. Why do you have to be so freaking picky? Oh wait, they're theater demons. Oh, theater joke. I have friends in theaters. I can make those jokes. Talking really fast in disclaimer voice, because this is how the disclaimers always go. You can see, you go to like a commercial and they're always like, "This product can cause AIDS," but I'm going, and then you're like, what's bad about this product? What? Because they don't want you to hear that, and that's why you talk fast, sort of the thingy-mabobber about that. But on the second floor, in the dressing room, the audience has been held captive because this makes perfect sense. If the head honchos want an audience, clearly they should kidnap them and not let them go, because, you know, that's the perfect place to keep your audience, in the dressing room. That doesn't make any sense. And also, Firebird, Inferno, whatever the hell you're called, why won't you work properly? Come on, please. Please work properly. There we go. Freaking annoying. But yeah, I don't know why they kept the audience here. You'd think they keep the captive audience, you know, in a place where they could watch the show. For that matter, you think they keep the set rotated properly so they could... I don't know. I don't really get this whole logic of, if we prep the stage, they're going to show up and put on a show. Like, if they want to show that badly, they're freaking demons. They run the place. They can do it themselves. I don't think they should really care, but apparently they will because, I don't know. It probably has something to do with Japanese mythology, you know, some sort of theater demon that only comes out during theatrical times, blah, blah, blah. It's probably somewhere in the mythology. It's probably based on something like that, but unfortunately, you know, I don't know Japanese mythology that well because I don't really study Japanese mythology. I mean, I know, like, the, you know, the basics that everyone sort of knows, like all the usual sort of stuff. And I mean, obviously I get a lot of the references that are in this game, but I don't necessarily get all of them, so maybe this is one I didn't get. I don't know. But the second half of the dungeon is going to be mostly battles, for the most part, as we rescue the audience by taking down demons. Also, another thing worth noting, which is probably why they make you fight these guys first, is if you kill these guys... that's not what I wanted to draw. I wanted to draw fire. They drop fire, so like the bone ones, or the other ones, they drop water crystals. These guys, when you blow them drop fireballs. They'll drop fireballs. They're not really fire crystals. I was about to say fire crystals, but that doesn't make any sense. So, unfortunately, the problem is I'm not going to really be able to do... I don't think I'm going to kill this guy, because I think the fire is going to despawn before I can really kill him. But I'm sure... Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? Can I make it? Come on. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Come on. I think... No, it's already gone anyway. Okay, so basically, these guys' weakness is fire, obviously. You know, water is weak to fire. Fire is weak to ice. Whatever the heck it works. I said that completely wrong. Ice weak to fire. Fire is weak to water for some reason. Water and ice are the same thing in this game, which they technically are, actually, but, I don't know. That's just sort of the way the mechanics work. So those guys are weak to fire. So when you're fighting an ice lips and a fire eye, which we will be doing later, you can actually basically, you know, they counter each other. So pick one and kill them. The ice lips, though, are the ones you usually want to be targeting first, because they drop demon skins. And we haven't, like I said before, we haven't enough demon bones, so we're gonna want to kill those guys first to get the demon skins. Use the fire eye to kill the ice lips with your Inferno technique. I'm gonna keep trying to call it fire burst because it makes more sense for this to be called fire burst. I don't know. I think that the technique would make more sense as fire burst. But anyway, this demon's hilarious because he locks people up in toilets. That's right. You meet this guy, you're gonna be locked in a toilet stall for the rest of your life, which kind of sucks. But hey, at least you have a place to go to the bathroom. That's a little convenient. I don't know what you need for food. Ew. Ew, but apparently that's what the guy does, and we're gonna fight with these guys. Of all the things to fight, these guys, we've seen these guys plenty of times. We don't even have the skill to kill these guys yet. We don't even have the skill to get the thing from these guys yet, because it's not even, like, why would you have us fight this when we don't even have the skill yet, and we're not going to get it for quite a long time, so I don't know why they keep having these guys, a guy show up that we can't even defeat properly yet. It's just kind of silly. Like, you could have had a blue imp show up. We haven't had any blue imps yet. Like, what happened? Where's the love for the blue imps? There's no blue imps in this dungeon. I don't know why. It doesn't really make any sense, because they're cool enemies, but they just don't show up in this dungeon. Anyway, she's free of her plight in the bathroom. You're going to get a lot of praise here, because you're going to rescue a lot of people in this section, which is pretty cool. But, yeah, bathroom guy. They're just like, hey, we're just going to lock a girl in the bathroom. That just... I don't know, I always find that really amusing. I love that guy. He's just like, I trap people in bathroom stalls, hooray! Anyway, this is going to be the most friendly demon ever, because we don't have to actually battle him, we actually just have to fix his shit. So, I scratch your back, you scratch mine, I'll fix your thing, and then you'll free the humans that you kept captured. Or we could just kill him. We could just kill him. I guess Kagura has a good point, though, that if the demons are trying to put on a show, for some strange reason they want to put on a show still, they're going to want their props. So, what? No! That was properly drawn. I call bullshit on that one. That was definitely properly drawn. Come on, work. There we go. See, all nice and happy now. See, his prop's good. He's going to give us back all the humans. This guy's like the toilet spirit got like 1 human. This guy has like 4 or 3 or something like that. And you're gonna get a ton of praise from this guy. But basically, in case you didn't notice, you get to rescue all the audience. Once you rescue all the audience, good things will happen. We'll actually get a way out of here. We're actually trapped up here, so make sure you save before you come up here, or else you might be stuck up here until you get this whole section completed. I don't know. Probably a good idea. But anyway, we're gonna break some pots, get some stuff. We're gonna go down here and fight another demon because there's one in every room. This is actually the way out though, so which is why I saved this one for last. And it's the most important person to get, because it's the Miko Cho. You don't really know who she is. She wasn't an Okami, but she's clearly very important, and we're going to learn about that shortly after we kill these guys. Because we have to kill. I mean, we have to kill the ice lips and fire eye. There we go. That's how you do it, because now that we have the fire, they're going to be like, hey, now you can do it properly, finally, and actually kill these guys using their other one, the other way around. The way we usually didn't do it. Although I'm going to weaken them both, sort of, like, I want to try to keep them at even health, because, as long as there are weaknesses here, you may as well make the most of it, so if you kill one outright, you're going to have to kill the other one the hard way, so wear them down with their respective elements as much as possible, then kill the proper one first, so we're going to want to kill the ice lips, so we're going to go ahead and kill him now. Because the fire eye is pretty low, we can handle a fire eye at this level. And then we can use the fire to burn the ice lips. And you don't even get 1 demon skin, you get 2 demon skins from these guys, I think. Or is that just 1? That's just 1. Okay, I was wrong. You only get 1, which is kind of lame, but we'll get more there's other enemies in the future that'll give us plenty more demon skins, and then I can just get my ass kicked by this guy. We fought how many fire eyes, and I just took so much damage. I can't even heal myself properly. Well, that sucked. That was a very abysmal score. Oh, Miko Cho, we are ashamed. Anyways, so this girl, she's basically the ruler of, also this is kind of funny. So, Chibi sort of stares at her for a while, and all of a sudden hearts and silly music, and Kagura gets pissed off because she's drooling over the Miko Cho. I mean, she's probably hot. I don't know, I can't really find girls hot without them having a mouth, so it's a bit awkward, I suppose. But she's the one who runs the city now that Queen Himiko's dead. Because if you remember from Okami, if you played Okami, the queen got killed. So there's no queen in Cyan City, so she's the one who takes over, and she's also the head. She's like one of those like spiritual leaders. She has Miko powers, which is what Kagura has. So finally harking back to Kagura's powers after a long time. Last episode is so much about Kagura's powers, and we haven't really even mentioned this episode. If you remember from last episode, Kagura has like a bunch of super crazy spiritual powers, and she's apparently the leader of the people who does that, and I guess, so there's this whole thing where basically, like, it's not going to be easy, you're going to have to use your powers, or do you want to save everyone by yourself and fight the demons, and all this stuff. I mean, I guess this whole dungeon is supposed to be like a growth moment for Kagura, which it actually is. You'll definitely see that later on, where she basically has a choice of, are we going to use our powers and save the world, or, embracing our powers to save everyone, or the whole fear of your powers, which is stronger, your will to save everyone, or your fear of being different, sort of thing. So she gives her, the clothes that represent being a Miko, and I guess, she's gonna have to make a choice, basically, of using your Miko powers to save everyone, or to continue to remain an actress and be different. And I don't know, I always find that really cool, being forced to embrace your powers and grow in order to save those you love. I don't know, it's a pretty cool concept, and it definitely makes Kagura a very interesting character. Also important, go back here because there is a lucky coin and stuff and so on and so forth. But anyway, we've saved the audience, the stage is set, which means next episode, guys, we're going to be fighting a boss. Will Kagura embrace her powers to save the day? Or will she be too scared, and will we be defeated? I don't know, guys. Find out next time. We're going to save because a boss is coming. Enjoy, guys. Bye-bye.